In the isolated outskirts of a small, forgotten town stood Hollow Mansion, an ominous, decrepit house with broken windows and peeling paint. Tall, dark trees surrounded it like silent sentinels guarding a terrible secret. The air was thick with an eerie stillness, only disturbed by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant hoot of an owl. A legend whispered among the townsfolk told of a family that once lived there, mysteriously vanished one stormy night, leaving only whispers of their fate. The full moon cast ghostly shadows on the creaking floors as a lone figure, a young woman named Emily, cautiously stepped through the front door, the handle cold and reluctant in her grasp. She was a paranormal investigator seeking to unravel the mysteries that surrounded the mansion. The very air inside seemed to cling to her, heavy and suffocating. Flickering lights played tricks on her eyes, casting long, twisting shadows that seemed to move of their own accord. As Emily ventured deeper, the old floorboards groaned under her weight, each creak echoing through the vast emptiness. Her flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing cobweb-laden corners and dust-covered furniture. Each room told a story of sudden abandonment, a dinner table still set, a chair overturned, a child's toy lying forlorn in a corner. It was as if time had frozen the night the family disappeared. In the dim light, a sudden movement caught Emily's eye, a shadow that darted behind her, vanishing just as she turned. Her breath quickened as cold drafts wrapped around her like phantom fingers. From the hallway, the faint sound of a child's laughter sent chills down her spine. An eerie melody that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere all at once. The air turned colder, and Emily could see her breath forming in wisps before her. A loud bang startled her, a door had slammed shut on its own. Gathering her courage, she approached, her hand trembling as she reached for the knob. The door creaked open to reveal an old, dusty mirror. As she gazed into it, her reflection wavered, and the faint outline of another figure appeared behind her, a ghostly visage with hollow eyes and a sorrowful expression. Fighting the urge to flee, Emily moved to the attic, her heart pounding like a drum. The narrow steps seemed to stretch on forever, each one a reminder of why she was there. At the top, she found boxes filled with old photographs and letters, remnants of the lives that once filled the house. An inexplicable sense of sorrow and dread settled over her as she sifted through them. Suddenly, an intense cold enveloped the room. Emily turned to see ghostly figures materializing, their translucent forms drifting towards her. Among them was a woman clutching a locket, her face twisted in anguish. Emily reached out, and the apparition whispered in a voice that echoed through her mind, "Find us." In a terrifying revelation, Emily understood, the family was trapped, their souls bound to the mansion by a malevolent force. Determined to free them, she searched for a way to lift the curse.